Yeah, great. And here we are at another edition of Doug's home video. And if you're in the mood, I will skip the introduction and get straight to it. So I won't hang around. I want to enjoy it. That's the only introduction I'm going to give is I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm going to enjoy it and feast on your imaginary seat just in front of me. So. I got my knives and forks, and I'll start eating you straight away. So, actually, when I talk about that, everything is meant for us. Everything is meant for us. So, all the food you see in on other people's plates, we may think that is really something nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with us, but because we notice it has everything to do with us, and it is it is an image of food, and that image obviously affects our taste and our smell and everything when we actually see what it is, and we see that we'd enjoy it or we wouldn't enjoy it. And it's the same with music, a kind of style to music that we're unfamiliar with, or kind of grunting or grating, like anything really, anything like down in the dungeon. We have our party. We have our party down in the dungeon, and we can say it in a gravelly voice. We can relate to it in a kind of different way. We can say, well, that even though it seems like it's for someone else, it's always for us. Everything is for us. Everything has got our name on it. Everything is for us. Even if we just notice it and nothing else, it's meant for us. It's meant to be in our vision. It's meant to be in our taste. It's meant to be in our ears. So that's the way it is. And what can I say? When we actually reach the end of our lives, what happens? We obviously don't continue. We don't continue, but we do have this experience of life. And where does that go? What does that do? How do we use that? How does that get used by anyone who loved life? If someone loved life, how would they actually be able to see that as being their own creation, their own manifesting of something permanent, something which is one. I mean, even if we don't succeed in life, or we don't really do what we want, we're still one. We're still one. Still, time doesn't disappears. Time disappears, and we're left with one experience, and that is life. That is what's called life. That is called the birth to the end, and it is one experience. It is one being. It is one creation. And so all the time I'm talking to you, that is part of one creation. There is only one person who can be that. There is only one experience that can be that, and that is the experience of life. And that is what we take with us when we actually go, when we actually die and move on. So that's very interesting, because it affects the way we listen to people and understand how we can connect with them. So how we connect with people is so important, because it is the understanding of another world, the understanding what we can give and take in the world of goodness. I don't know if that's the right word. In the world of believing, in the world of believing what might be, believing that music is our love of silence. Our love of silence is music, and from there you can add silence and music together, and you enhance the music. Yeah. So there's something similar about that when you actually understand that life is made into one, because then you understand that every experience you make is good. Every experience you make with someone else, you give to someone else. Every time you do that, you make your whole being better, because that is one being, which is actually understanding the need to respect that being and be someone who reaches the end with that experience. Yeah. So that's very important, and it's such a joy when you can understand it better than what I said, but it is such a joy. And yeah, what else can I talk about? There's a kind of something else is what I was going to say. Oh, I can't remember it. Oh, I have to leave it there then. I have to leave it there. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember it. Yeah, I've forgotten it. I should have written it down. Anyway, never mind. Um, so we actually understand where we're going when we actually get. Someone on Facebook said, "Fire follows smoke. Fire follows smoke." And when we actually know the smoke, we can be the fire. We can actually be the fire of our own gift to life. Really, we can be the fire of our own gift to life, and we can actually make our oh yeah, that was it, dreams. Yeah, so we actually are on the journey of what we want to be all the time. Our knowledge of what we want to be makes our journey into what we think it should be. So we actually are permanently on that journey. We're constantly on that journey. So if we want money and greed and we don't know our direction, we just want we don't realise that we actually have to change our habits in order to get what we want, what we really need. We then we can become the silent witness of everything we do. You know, like pain watches us. Pain actually watches what we do. When we get pain, it actually watches what we do. It actually says, "Oh, he's in pain now. He's in pain now. How's he going to cope with it? How's he going to do this?" You know. So, and then it watches us. It watches us all the time. It says, "How's he going to get out of that? You know, how's he going to do that?" And when we know that witness is there, we can become it. We can actually transfer it into a reality when we listen to other people, when we actually listen to their voices and believe in them, really believe in them. I think I've said enough now. I've gone on ages. I'm sorry about that. Right, okay, I'll leave it there. Right. So remember that we are always praying when we know we're on the right track. We're always praying, whether we realise it or not. You know, and that's the way life is. That's the way it works. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave it there. Catch you later. Have a good Friday evening, the 28th of February.